Hey, this is Raf from the Two Bears. You're watching the AU Review.
Well, welcome
Hello.
back to Australia.
Thanks very much.
You came, what was the last time? It was a few years ago, wasn't it?
I was here this time last year.
Oh, was it
actually.
really that
Yeah,
recently?
Yeah.
Because I know you did Stereosonic at
We
some
did,
point.
yeah. We were here as Two Bears last, actually, like 3 years ago.
Okay, you've done
But-
some DJ.
Yeah, I've
sets
come
since
down
then.
for a holiday, basically, last year
Yeah.
with my family, and then, just sort of booked a few gigs quite casually.
Yeah. Some extra beer money for the road.
Exactly, yeah, no, it all helps, exactly that.
So tell me a little bit about, where the band has gone in, since your last live shows in Australia. What can we expect from your appearances at Sugar Mountain and everywhere in between?
Well, since we were last here, the first record wasn't even out last time we were here doing Two Bears shows.
It was just the EP?
Yeah, a bunch of EPs, exactly.
A few of them.
Maybe 2 or 3
Yeah.
at that point. So we released the first album, and that went pretty well. And we did a bunch of, we've been DJing a lot. Last year we did a residency at XOYO in London. We were 3 months there every Saturday night, and like booking friends and
Cool.
and heroes to come and play. That was really good. We've kind of been getting around, and sort of, Joe obviously is busy doing Hot Chip sometimes, and his own stuff other times, and we fit it in where we can. We've both had kids as well. Meanwhile, so yeah.
Is
it's
that
happening.
been pretty recent?
My boy's 2 and a bit, and his kids are like 4 and 2. So yeah, there's like that's a thing as well. It takes up a lot of time. It's not that sounds negative, doesn't it? Joe always says, like, when he gets asked, like, "Wow, you must be really busy with all your different things." He's like, basically, I just work to avoid having to look after my kids. It's avoidance of parental responsibility through music.
Yep. Through work
Avoidance of responsibility through music is what we're all about.
That's
as a sort
right.
of message.
That's the one unifying message of the Two Bears.
It's one of them anyway. Definitely, yeah.
And your latest record came out at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So it's only been out for a few months now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It came out in the beginning of October, I think. Or
Yeah.
September. Yeah, I mean,
So how's the reception been for it?
pretty warm, I think. I haven't. It's like, you try not to worry about it too much. I think, we didn't really get anything on the radio in the UK in the way last time we had the Bear Hug song, which opened loads of doors for us. It's like any slightly novelty thing, it can become a bit of an albatross.
Yeah.
But we wear it quite lightly, you know what I mean? It's a bit of fun, that's what it's supposed to be. So that hasn't happened this time. So it's like different, it's probably a more serious kind of record. Difficult second album, a little bit probably. But anyway, because he made the first one with no conception of even making a record, really.
Yeah.
Previously, and then the second one comes along, and I think I probably felt like I had to kind of, step my game up or something, and that I don't know if that worked or not. I should probably, looking forward to doing more basically. And we've got this Bears in Space thing that we're doing. It's like part of a thing for Record Store Day. We've got a 12-inch coming with some really good ambient mixes, and I've done a kind of mixtape and a few like retoolings of things on the records, really spaced out. I was playing it the other day, and my missus was saying it sounded like meditation music. So I had to kind of put some sounds of the street or something on there.
Add a few extra beats in there.
Yeah, well, but I'm really happy with it actually.
Yeah.
I've had it on. I've been driving around in the sunshine here, and I've had it on. It sounds pretty good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a bit of atmospheric music to keep the day going.
I did get some funny looks. I had the windows open, and I stopped at a junction. I got a funny look of someone. It's like, what are you doing? Anyway,
Well,
it's all good.
The next time you drive past them, they might be listening to the record. So,
Hopefully, yeah.
so that's Record Store Day. That's kind of the next.
Yeah, we got a couple of
project.
live shows in the UK and in France and Belgium. We got like a little weekend that we're going to take a bus out with our sort of little band of freaks and nutters.
So how does this then, you talk about the sort of novelty song or whatever you want to call it, and the latest record, which may be a bit more serious, and then the space music, and how does that all kind of get crushed into a set? How do you kind of jump through that kind of eclectic mix?
I think it just sort of with atmospheres probably, rather than, you know, I think if we're playing at midnight in a club on a Saturday night, you've got to turn it out for people, you know. It's like, I don't mean like play the hits, I just mean like give them something that's kind of up and up for it, you know. So you have to.
You don't want them doing yoga halfway through the set. It's gonna not the right vibe.
Well, no, exactly. I mean, if we were playing all night, you know, like we do in London sometimes, then you can play like weird old kraut rock records for an hour at the beginning when there's people kind of milling around and whatever. But if you've got an hour and a half or 2 hours like you do often at a festival, you kind of got to, you know, you've got to play quite a jump up. Really, it's all about context, isn't it? You know, it's like you say, you can't play real spaced out music to a load of festival goers when they're wanting to you know, have a dance. They wouldn't have it, and quite rightly, you know. So you have to be like, you have to think about your position in the whole thing sometimes. You know what I mean? You've got to deliver something for people.
And then you got something like Sugar Mountain, which is a bit more of an eclectic mix of artists. It's not, you wouldn't look at that and go, that's a dance festival.
Yeah, the
you wouldn't look at that going, it's a hip hop
it?
festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could definitely, I think, get pretty weird there, and I think it would fit very nicely.
Yeah, certainly. No, well, we'll give it a go.
And then if you fuck up, you'll just be, oh, that guide said it would be fine.
Yeah, no, I'll blame you. Yeah, definitely.
I'll take
publicly.
it. I'll take it.
We could do it like an ident if you want. Like
that's right. Just in case all goes to shit, it was his fault.
Exactly.
Larry can get fucked.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it won't go. Hopefully, it won't go bad.
I think it'll be a great set. And you're doing some shows in Sydney as well.
We're playing on Sunday at the Bondi Hotel with our friends from Horse Meat Disco, Jim and James. So we're really excited about that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's wicked. It's so much fun to play with friends when you're away, because we've done quite a few parties with them in London, and we bump into them around the place. So we always have a good time, you know. And they play such great music, you know. It's good. Yeah, it's good. So I'm really happy to be doing that. And I think we're going to Brisbane as well for a club show, and to Perth as well on Monday on Australia Day.